Hey, good morning. It's Christine Crutcher from Create with Christine. Thanks so much for tuning in this morning. Today for Tea and Techniques, I am again featuring a Sale-A-Bration product. I am featuring the beautifully penned designer series paper. And here's the card we are going to make. And I might actually add an embellishment or two as I finish up here. But I want to show coloring this with the Stampin' Blends. So the paper comes black and white like this. This is a item you can earn for free with an order by September 30th, 2021 when you place a $50 order US. So you get, the sheets look like this. And Stampin' Up! Actually released an image this week on their Facebook page, I think it was, showing this paper colored in different ways. And I had wanted to show this technique because I used it in my Halloween stamp camp. So I'm going to show you a Halloween card up close after we just make this card together. So if you have your little Sale-A-Bration catalog in front of you, I am on page 7. And this paper coordinates with the Hand-Penned Petals Bundle. Say that 10 times fast. So that's in the annual catalog that goes until spring of 2022. So I actually pulled in some of those products for my card today. So I'm just going to point the camera down and jump right in and get started. So hold tight with me for a minute. I need to find myself in my feed here. I think I popped up. Here I am. Okay, so let me make sure I can see myself. So this is a pretty sweet and simple card this week. Like I said, it was funny. I really wanted Fresh Freesia to be my kind of dominant color here. And I really wanted to add in the ribbon, the open weave Fresh Freesia ribbon. But everything I tried, I kind of gave up. So I grabbed my in color jewels, and I'm going to probably add, maybe add a couple of those at the end here. But here's the card. Again, here's the Hand-Penned Petals stamp set. And then it has dies that coordinate, that cut out the stamped image. And I did use that. And it has a die that has this like little border. So that's kind of fun. And yeah, let's just jump right in. This isn't really difficult this week, but I wanted to show how to color the paper. So, and you know what? I don't actually have the paper in front of me, so I'm gonna have to grab it. So let's do all of our stamping first. I'm just gonna bring over my mat. This is the Pierce mat. It's only $5. Which is incredible. And I use it for all my photopolymer clear stamp sets. And I just have a piece of basic white cardstock that's 3 1/4 square. And I'm just going to gently tap this with some Memento black ink. Good morning, Janine. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're having a great week. So I'm going to cut this out on my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So if you have the small machine, this is 3 1/4 square, so this would cut out with the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. If you don't have the machine, you could totally stamp this on a square piece. I'm also using the layering circles, so if you didn't have that, that came out terrible. So let's flip over. Cardstock has 2 sides. So this is just a tiny piece of basic white. It's like half of an inch by 2. So a little congratulations. So this could be any congratulations. It's kind of girly with the florals. So actually, I know who I'm going to send it to now that I said that out loud. So what I did now is I actually cut one out with the dies earlier, and I'm going to color this with my Stampin' Blends. And I picked the colors right from the designer series paper. So this paper comes black and white, and I've colored it with the Fresh Freesia Polished Pink, and Soft Succulent Stampin' Blends. And I'm gonna do the same coloring on my little stamped piece to coordinate. So actually, I'm just gonna bring, I don't have a really clean piece of scrap paper. Oh, I guess I can use this. Yeah, I'll just use this to color because I don't want it to bleed through to my table. So I actually, let's see what I did. I did light. This is fresh Freesia, so I'm just going to do a quick color. I'm going to use the dark on the polished pink and the soft succulent just to accent it a little bit. But for the big flower, the large flower at the top here, I just did a quick color with the light. So let's come down and do this guy. And I'm gonna have to find my piece of designer series paper. I'll give you some tips when I talk about the designer series paper here in a minute. It's a big wow, but it does take time. So that was the light. I'm gonna come over and follow the artist lines with the dark and just add some accents. Now, if you like it like that, keep it like that, but I wanna take the polished pink and kind of blend out those accents so you don't see the lines. There's no right or wrong way to use these. You just want to blend while the color is still kind of wet. Okay, and I think I just got a little bit of pink over there, but that's okay. And then I'm gonna come over and do, I'm gonna kind of do this in two phases here. I'm gonna come over and do the light, the small leaf first. So this is light. And I'm going kind of quick and messy. I hope that was the light. Yep, and this is the dark. And I kind of like to go in circles, so take your time if you're new with using the blend. So this is dark. I'm going to put dark over there for a second and do the large leaf. And I got a little pink there, but I just went right over it, so I think it'll be fine. It could be a cute accent actually after. And I put my covers back on while I am doing the dark accents. These are alcohol markers, so they will dry up. So you want to store them flat, horizontal. Yes, horizontal, flat like this, so they don't dry out on you. I've had some of mine for quite a while. So I did dark accents, and I'm just gonna pull out some of the dark to light, and then stop. Okay, so I'm gonna actually take away the darks and only leave the lights so I don't screw up the designer paper. So let me grab my piece of designer series paper. I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, so here it is. So what I did with this technique is I had a whole piece of 6x6, and I'm just going to use this as a background. It's kind of messy, but you won't see it anyways. So I had hey, good morning, Sharon. Thanks for tuning in. So I had an entire piece of 6x6. This is the hand-penned. So one side is floral, and the other side actually has this cute design that kind of looks to me like waves. I went by the ocean yesterday, so I had this in my head yesterday. So I think this would be really cute if you had like the Balmy Blue or Pool Party blends. You could use this side and color it and then use it with, I can't think of something that's current, so you guys could help me out that are on live here. but the Retired Shark Frenzy set or the Retired Whale set, and you can make some cute cards with this paper. So it's black and white, so you can add any colors you want. So anyways, I did an entire 6x6 sheet of this one with my blends. So let me just show you. I'm going to go pretty quick just to kind of show you. I wanted Fresh Freesia to be kind of like my dominant color. So I picked like some of the larger leaves, and I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm just going to show you here. And then Polished Pink for, there's some kind of like tiny little like whimsical flowers in here, so some of those I did Polished Pink, and you kind of get the idea. And then after I did all my purple, all my pink, then I would come over and do all the leaves in the succulent. And I'm using the light. You could also use the dark, but the Polished Pink is pretty bright. So this just gives you a really fun technique to color in the black and white paper. And I cut it down at just an inch for my card. So I'm just going to take a sip of tea. Hey Pam, thanks so much for tuning in this morning. So I think it's kind of hard to see, but I'll have pictures on my blog at christinestamps.blogspot.com. So again, I just use the same colors on the paper as I used on my stamped image. So now let's layer them up. And I used the same exact design if you took my Halloween stamp camp this month. And I'm going to show you the Halloween card here in a second. So that this designer series paper ends up being 1 by 5 1/4. And I'm just going to put it to one edge. And then the Hand-Penned Petals dies have this cool like little border die, but it doesn't really cut out, it just makes the scallop border, so you kind of have to snip the edges with your paper snips. So this is just like a 1/2 inch piece by 6, and it's actually too long. I'm just gonna kind of throw it on the card and then snip the edges, so I don't want my adhesive to go all the way to the edge. I'm just going to use a little tiny bit of liquid glue, put it right to like the seam, have it come off a little bit on each edge, and I'll snip those off. I'll show you. You could line up the scallops if you want it to marry like with the edge totally perfect. I'm just like trying to go quick and show you. So just flip it over and trim off your little pieces. Okay. And here is where I wanted so badly to add ribbon, you know, like along the seam or something, but everything I tried did not work. So maybe it was just the ribbon I was using. I was using the Fresh Freesia open weave ribbon. So you could come up with something else. You could use the black and white ribbon, I guess, the gingham, or I don't know. Black ribbon. I'm not sure what we have for black ribbon that's current. We might have a glittered organdy that's still current. So this is just the layering circles. I cut out one in basic white and one in basic black. They're 3.5 inch square. And I'm just going to put my sentiment up on here. Now you totally could stamp this right onto the white circle. I just kind of like the idea of having it look a little bit more 3D with cutting it out, stamping it, and then cutting it out, and kind of get the leaves go over the edge a tiny bit. So isn't this fun? It's so pretty. Okay, then I'm just going to throw this on and put my little congratulations. You could do congratulations right on the card base if you're feeling a little adventurous. I know some people don't like to stamp right on their card bases, but this is my bad edge, and I'm just gonna go put it right down here in the corner. Okay, so sweet and simple card this week, showing you how to color the designer series paper with your blends and how to marry it with your stamped image. I am just going to, whoop, there go my ink colored jewels. I'm going to pick up, I think I'm going to use the polished pink. I've used almost all of them, but I feel like it needs a little bit more pink. So you know what, I'm just going to kind of push it off. So it's on the transfer sheet. I'm just going to kind of glide it right off and onto my project like that. So this one's going to go in the mail tomorrow to somebody, and maybe this one will too, because I actually have 3 winners to pull for my summer promotion. So right before I do that, let me just show you my trick or treat card that we did in my Halloween stamp camp. So this designer series paper is the Cute Halloween. It comes 6 by 6. So I think I did, you know, I used this in a couple different projects. I used it in an 8 by 8 sampler and in a little tombstone treat box. So I think I did at least 3 or 4 sheets like this. So I will say it does take time to color. So it probably took me like 20 minutes going really slow to color an entire 6 by 6 sheet of designer paper. But it's such a wow factor, and it's so much fun, and I mean, it's therapeutic. So I did this for my class. So if you had a ton of people taking your class, you probably wouldn't be able to color it for them. But on this one, it's the candy paper. It comes black and white, and I colored it with the pumpkin pie daffodil for the candy corn. This is Gorgeous Grape for the purple, and then Old Olive for the little swirls. And then I just kept some of the white little accents too. So I didn't color this one in totally, like the floral here with the beautifully penned. So that's a different idea how to use the same technique if you need to make some Halloween cards and you have the Halloween products. So let's jump over to summer promotion. So this Tuesday, the 31st, is actually the last day to enter. And next week when I do my live, I am going to pull 3 grand prize winners. Somebody is going to win a $75 gift certificate. Somebody's going to win a $50 gift certificate, and somebody's going to win a $25 gift certificate. So you have till Tuesday to place an order over $30 and be entered to win. So I have quite a few names in the bucket. So let me bring over the little bucket and pail here. So today, I said when I got over 20, I believe it was, that I would pull for some embellishments. And I'm feeling pretty generous this week. So I'm going to pull for 3 embellishments. Somebody is going to get the 2021-2023 in colored jewels. I have a set of the opal rounds, and I've got the blue adhesive back gems. I think a couple weeks ago I have like a box where I keep all my embellishments, like these like flat ones, and my box is like busting at the seams. It's about ready to like bust open. And I probably should go through it. Maybe I have a couple retired in there, but I want to give you guys prizes. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna put this up over my head so I can't see and pick 3 people. So the person that gets the in-color jewels is Deb C. She's local, so that's good. I don't have to do quite as expensive shipping. The person that gets the opal rounds is Mimi C. And the person that gets the blue adhesive back gems is, shuffle them up a little bit, so Carrie S. So that is fun. I will be in touch with you guys to get you these embellishments. So let's see. I guess that's it for today. Again, I'm just going to put the camera back up at my face to sign off. Hey, Melissa, thanks for tuning in this morning. So my August host code also ends this Tuesday the 31st. So that code, I will post it below, but it is RNXGTAFM. So until August 31st, you can use that code, and then I'll have a new code out on September 1st. And I can't believe it's going to be September 1st this week. that means there'll be 1 month left of Sale-A-Bration. So again, you can shop. And I don't have my sheet in front of me. I was running a few minutes late today. So you can shop. There are 8 products you can earn for free with a $50 order. There are 2 products you can earn for free with a $100 order. If you have a large order, over 300, there is, or if you have a couple friends that want to go together on an order by the end of September, if you spend 300, there's actually an exclusive stamp set you can get. I could try to show it really quick. It's, I think, on page 18 at the back. It's like all sentiments and words. And I will do a project with it sometime in the next couple weeks. But where is it? I'm trying to hold this with one hand and find it with the other. So it's right here. In Your Words is what it's called. So all the different sentiments. So hosting can just be you putting in a really large order. And hosting can be you getting together with a couple friends and putting in an order together. And then, of course, the join special. I did do a video last week, or earlier this week, wow, on joining my team during Sale-A-Bration. So you get to actually pick out a free bundle. And let me just flip the page here because it's actually on the next couple pages down at the, if I don't cover it up with my hands. So here we go. These are the bundles. You can pick out one for free if you join my team. So there's 12 choices of that. And I think one of them is like $60. So let's just go through the math really quick before I sign off on that. The starter kit is $125 of merchandise. You pay $99 plus sales tax. You get free shipping and you get a free paper pumpkin. So the shipping alone saves you $12.50. It's 10% shipping. So on 125, if you placed a 125 order, you would pay 10% shipping. So you get free shipping, and then you get a free paper pumpkin in your starter kit. So that's a $22 value. And then you can potentially pick one of those bundles that is around $60, I think, and change. So your value would be over $200 of products and merchandise that you would get for $99. So if you're close to me, you pay 6.25% sales tax in mass. So it would be like $105.19, and I think you would get over $200 in products. So again, you have till September 30th, 2021 to join. And I have a whole bunch of details, a Q&A on my blog at christinestamps.blogspot.com. And you can check out all the details there. So I'm going to sign off and see you back next week. And I'll pull 3 grand winners for my summer promotion. Have a great week.